Hi, my name is Nick Burnham and I'm here in Poole today for Motorboat and Yachting, looking at a used Marex 370. Now Marex is a Scandinavian company and this is a really interesting boat. Like a lot of Scandinavian companies, they put a lot of innovation into this. It's not flash, but it's nicely put together and it's an interesting boat to look at. So I'll take you on a quick tour around and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Now what Marex have done with this boat is they've put all of the living space up here on the main deck. It's actually an aft cabin boat. In fact, they do an aft cockpit version as well. So we've got an aft cabin here, which I'll show you in a minute, but your day space is all this area in front of me here. There's a standard fit hard top, and that's got a soft sliding roof, so that can be open to different sections depending on how far you want it open. And then you've got a huge dinette area over here on the port side, and then your galley opposite just there. And your helm then is just up in front on the starboard side. Now for all the accommodation, which we'll come to in a second, what this boat is really about, like most Scandinavian boats, is cruising. So you've got a fantastic helm position here. I mean, this really is an armchair just here, and there's a tilt wheel, and in fact you can lift the bolster as well if you want to stand. And they've actually made the backrest of the seat next to me folding backwards, so that you can actually sit 2 or 3 people across there next to the helm and everybody is under the shelter of the screen and can see what they're doing. Now in terms of the mechanics, it's very simple. It's a straight shaft drive and a single engine under the floor just here, so there's very little to go wrong. When this boat launched in 2009, Marex were putting either Yanmar or Volvo Penta engines. They actually dropped the Yanmars and now it is just Volvo Penta, so most of these have got the Volvo Penta D6 370 or the D6 435. This particular boat's got the 435 in, that's giving it about 28 knots flat out, cruising 20 to 25 knots. So with all your day space up here on the upper deck, the lower deck down here is all about overnight accommodation, and it's been really cleverly done because you've got big forward cabin with a central line double berth, but they've actually then put a separate berth back underneath here, just a single. So a couple can use that and be together, or if you've got 2 people who want to sleep separately, they're in completely separate areas. And talking of separate areas, they split off the shower, which is over on the port side here, and the heads, which is over here to starboard, so you're not blocking one by using the other. Anyway, that's a decent sleeping area, but of course it's not the only sleeping area. Let's head back and I'll show you that aft cabin. So this is the aft cabin, and again they've been quite clever because they've put a decent sized double bed over on this side, and then there's a single bed over on that side, and that means if it's a couple, you've got great accommodation for a couple. If it's 2 people who want to sleep separately, well then of course you can do that as well. And in fact they've even found space for a little vanity area just at the front of the cabin just here. And one really nice touch is this window that runs all the way around the back, so you've got plenty of light and plenty of vision. Now this boat ran until 2018, and then they brought out the 373. Now the 373 is essentially the same boat but facelifted, and one of the big changes is in the windows. So there's bigger windows in the sides down here and also bigger and lower windows up at the front, but other than that it's a very similar boat.